Rain lashed against the crumbling stone courtyard, each drop exploding in a miniature geyser against the slick flagstones. A lone figure, clad in crimson armor that gleamed faintly with internal light, stood defiant in the center. Her name was Akari, the Crimson Blade, and her face, framed by a cascade of raven hair, was etched with grim determination. Across from her, a hulking figure emerged from the shadows. Razor-sharp claws glinted on his massive gauntlets, and a cruel smile stretched across his scarred face. Volkan, the Iron Butcher, a nightmare forged in the fires of war, was no ordinary opponent. He was a relentless force of nature, and the air crackled with the anticipation of violence. "You've come far, little bird," Volkan rumbled, his voice like boulders grinding together. "But this journey ends here." Akari didn't reply. Words were a luxury they couldn't afford. Her hand tightened around the hilt of her katana, her signature weapon, Ryu's Fury, a blade imbued with the essence of an ancient fire dragon. Volkan charged, the earth trembling under his thunderous steps. Akari met him head-on, her agility a stark contrast to his brute strength. Ryu's Fury, drawn with a blur of crimson, sang a song of steel as it parried Volkan's clawed swipe. The impact sent shockwaves rippling through the courtyard, kicking up a storm of dust and debris. Akari danced around the massive warrior, her movements a whirlwind of crimson and silver. Each clang of her blade against his claws sent sparks showering the rain-soaked ground. Volkan, however, was relentless. He matched her speed with surprising agility, blocking her every attempt to pierce his defenses. The rain intensified, turning the courtyard into a slick battlefield. Akari used this to her advantage. With a feint, she lured Volkan into a powerful overhead swing. He fell for it, his momentum carrying him forward even as he realized the trap. Twisting her body, Akari slipped beneath his attack, the tip of Ryu's Fury aimed for a vital point in his armored leg. Just as the blade touched its mark, a surge of dark energy erupted from Volkan's gauntlet, pushing Akari back several feet. She landed hard, the breath knocked out of her lungs. This was new. Volkan wasn't known for wielding mystical abilities. Panting, she watched as a dark aura flickered around the butcher's hulking form. A chilling realization dawned on her. He had absorbed some of the corrupting energy from the very ruins they fought on, ruins that housed an ancient evil Akari had sworn to destroy. Volkan laughed, a sound that sent shivers down Akari's spine. "So, the Crimson Blade feels fear?" Taking a deep breath, Akari focused. She closed her eyes, picturing Ryu, the ancient fire dragon whose spirit resided within her blade. A surge of heat flowed through her, igniting a fierce determination within. When she opened her eyes again, they blazed with fire. Akari's movement shifted. Gone was the defensive dance. She became the aggressor. Her attacks were like fiery serpents, fueled by the dragon's spirit coursing through Ryu's Fury. Volkan, surprised by the sudden shift, faltered. Akari pressed her advantage, her blade a blur of crimson and gold flame. Each clang now resonated with the draconic roar, shaking the very foundations of the ruined city. The rain, as if sensing the escalating battle, turned into a torrential storm. Lightning flashed, illuminating the furious clash of warriors amidst the downpour. Volkan, battered and bruised, began to tire. The corrupting energy, while giving him an initial boost, was slowly draining his life force. Akari saw her chance. With a final, concentrated burst of energy, she unleashed a two-handed slash imbued with the full fury of the dragon spirit. The blade, burning with an incandescent glow, met Volkan's gauntlet head-on. The impact was deafening. The ground rippled and a shockwave blasted outwards, tearing through the crumbling structures around them. Volkan screamed, his gauntlet shattering under the fiery onslaught. The dark energy around him dissipated in a wisp of foul smoke. Akari didn't relent. Following through with the attack, she drove Ryu's Fury forward, its tip piercing through Volkan's chest. The butcher let out a final guttural roar before crashing.